Imagine this: a sleek, ordinary-looking car pulls up to a deserted highway at dawn, its engine humming softly. The driver, a mysterious inventor named Dr. Elias Maxwell, steps out, checks his watch, and slides back in. He turns the key, and the car accelerates smoothly, vanishing into the horizon. Hours pass, then days, and reports start flooding in. The car is still going, no stops for fuel, no signs of slowing down. It drove forever, literally. What we uncovered about this impossible feat shocked us to our core, and today, we're diving deep into the story that could rewrite the laws of physics and energy as we know them. Let's start from the beginning. Dr. Elias Maxwell wasn't your typical garage tinkerer. He was a brilliant physicist with a PhD from MIT, specializing in quantum mechanics and electromagnetic fields. For years, he'd been obsessed with James Clerk Maxwell's equations, the foundational principles of electromagnetism that govern everything from light to electricity. Elias believed he could harness those equations in a revolutionary way, creating a self-sustaining energy loop for vehicles. He called his invention the infinite drive system, embedded in what looked like a modified Tesla Model S, but with custom internals that defied conventional engineering. The car, dubbed Maxwell's car, made its debut in a private test track in Nevada last month. Witnesses, mostly fellow scientists and a handful of journalists, gathered as Elias explained his breakthrough. He claimed the system used ambient electromagnetic waves, converting them into perpetual motion without violating thermodynamics. Skeptics laughed it off as another perpetual motion scam, but then the demo began. The car started with a faint glow from its undercarriage, and off it went, circling the track at 60 miles per hour. Lap after lap, no battery drain, no fuel intake visible. After 24 hours, the team checked in, still running strong. By day 3, it had covered over 2,000 miles without a hitch. Social media exploded with leaked videos, hashtags like #ForeverCar trending worldwide. People speculated it was CGI or a hidden power source, but independent verifiers stepped in. A team from the Department of Energy arrived, hooked up sensors, and monitored every metric. Their findings? No external energy input detected. The car was generating its own power, seemingly from thin air. This wasn't just efficient, it was infinite. Elias Maxwell became an overnight sensation, interviewed by CNN, Fox News, and even featured on Joe Rogan's podcast. He described how the system tapped into the Earth's magnetic field, using superconducting coils to create a feedback loop. "It's not magic," he said. "It's Maxwell's equations applied in a closed-loop quantum resonator." The implications were staggering: end to fossil fuels, zero emissions forever, transportation revolutionized. Electric cars? Obsolete. Gas stations? Relics. Governments scrambled. Oil companies' stocks plummeted 15% in a day. But then, the shock came. During a live demonstration for global leaders, something unexpected happened. The car, after driving non-stop for a week, suddenly emitted a high-pitched whine. Sparks flew from the chassis, and it accelerated uncontrollably to 150 miles per hour before veering off the road. Elias jumped out just in time, but the vehicle exploded in a ball of blue plasma. What we found in the wreckage shocked us. Amid the twisted metal, investigators discovered components that weren't from this world, or at least, not from standard tech. Microscopic analysis revealed nanomaterials with properties defying known physics, self-repairing circuits, energy densities 1,000 times higher than lithium-ion. Rumors swirled that Elias had sourced parts from classified government labs, perhaps even reverse-engineered from UFO debris. But the real shocker? Data logs showed the car hadn't been drawing from ambient fields alone. It was siphoning energy from the grid wirelessly, miles away, without detection, essentially stealing power on a massive scale. Elias denied it, claiming it was a prototype glitch, but whistleblowers from his team leaked documents. The infinite drive wasn't perpetual, it was a sophisticated energy vampire, masking consumption as creation. This revelation sent shockwaves through the scientific community. Was it fraud? Innovation gone wrong? Or something more sinister? We dug deeper, interviewing experts. Dr. Sarah Klein, a thermodynamics professor at Stanford, explained, perpetual motion is impossible under the second law. This car must have had a hidden source. Indeed, forensic teams confirmed microantennas tuned to harvest from power lines and even cell towers. Elias vanished shortly after, fueling conspiracy theories. His lab was raided, but key blueprints were missing. What we found shocked us because it exposed how close we came to believing in the impossible, and how desperation for clean energy can blind us to deception. The car drove forever in tests because the environment was rigged, nearby power substations unknowingly fueling it. In remote areas, it would fail after hours, not days. This story isn't just about one man's invention, it's a cautionary tale for our energy future. With climate change looming, innovations like this tempt us, but we must verify rigorously. Maxwell's car challenged our understanding, forced us to question what's possible. It drove forever in our imaginations, but reality crashed it down. Yet, the tech's core, efficient energy harvesting, could inspire legitimate breakthroughs. Companies like Tesla are now exploring similar wireless tech, albeit ethically. What shocked us most was the human element, Elias's drive to solve world problems, twisted by shortcuts. His whereabouts remain unknown, but his legacy lingers. This event sparked global debates on energy ethics, patent laws, and innovation oversight. Governments are funding research into true sustainable drives, wary of hoaxes. In the end, Maxwell's car didn't drive forever, but it propelled us toward a better tomorrow. Now, shifting gears, let's talk rumors, because the official story leaves so many questions unanswered. Whispers in online forums suggest Elias Maxwell didn't invent this alone, maybe he had help from shadowy figures. Some say it could be true perpetual motion, covered up by big oil to protect profits. Or perhaps not, maybe it's all an elaborate psyop to distract from real tech advances. Let's explore both sides. It may be groundbreaking, or it may not be what it seems. Rumor has it that Elias stumbled upon ancient schematics, possibly from Nikola Tesla's lost papers. Tesla himself dreamed of free energy, maybe Maxwell cracked it. Insiders claim the explosion was staged to hide the success, allowing Elias to go underground and perfect it. It may be that the car truly drove forever, tapping zero-point energy from quantum vacuum. Skeptics argue no physics forbids it, and the shock findings were planted to discredit him. On the flip side, it may not be real, perhaps Elias was a con artist, funded by venture capitalists for hype. Viral videos show anomalies, the car's glow resembling CGI effects in post-production. Maybe the whole thing was a marketing stunt for a new EV startup. But wait, reports from anonymous sources say prototypes are still out there, driving in secret tests. It may be that governments seized the tech, using it for military drones that never need recharging. Or it may not be, perhaps Elias faked his disappearance to escape debts from failed experiments. Dark web chatter hints at extraterrestrial involvement, Maxwell allegedly contacted by aliens sharing anti-gravity secrets. The plasma explosion? A portal glitch, they say. It may be true, explaining the nanomaterials not of earthly origin. Conversely, it may not be, lab tests could have misidentified common alloys under stress. Another rumor, the car was powered by a microfusion reactor, hidden in the trunk. It may be sustainable fusion, shocking us because it's decades ahead. But it may not be, fusion requires massive containment, impossible in a car. Whispers from his team suggest Elias used AI to simulate results, fooling sensors. It may be a deepfake demo, with real drives limited to short bursts. Or it may not be, perhaps the AI optimized energy so efficiently it seemed infinite. Conspiracy theorists point to the DOE's quick involvement, maybe they knew all along. It may be a test of public reaction to free energy release. On the other hand, it may not be, bureaucracy just responding to hype. Social media sleuths found Elias's old patents, linking to wireless power tech. It may be legit, stolen from him by corporations. But it may not be, patents were rejected for lacking proof. Rumors of sightings, a similar car spotted in the Mojave Desert, driving endlessly. It may be Maxwell testing version 2.0, shocking us with improvements. Alternatively, it may not be, just a mirage or unrelated vehicle. Some say the shock was environmental, the system emitted radiation, harming wildlife. It may be dangerous, hence the cover-up. Or it may not be, tests showed no emissions beyond normal. Financial angles, investors pulled out after discovering fraud. It may be a Ponzi scheme disguised as science. But it may not be, perhaps genuine backers believe in it still. International rumors, China replicated it, now using for their EVs. It may be espionage, with Maxwell a spy. Conversely, it may not be, just competitive R&D. Personal stories emerge. Elias's ex-wife claims he was obsessed, possibly delusional. It may be mental health issues leading to fabrications. Or it may not be, genius often looks like madness. Tech forums debate the equations, some say they work on paper. It may be a breakthrough awaiting verification. But it may not be, math errors spotted by peers. Underground videos purport to show the car reassembled, driving again. It may be proof it's real and indestructible. Alternatively, it may not be, edits and filters obvious. Environmentalists rumor it's eco-friendly, pulling from renewables invisibly. It may be the solution to climate crisis. On the contrary, it may not be, if stealing power, it burdens the grid. Celebrity endorsements, Elon Musk tweeted cryptically about it. It may be Tesla's next acquisition. But it may not be, just stirring buzz. Historical parallels, like cold fusion in the 80s, hyped then debunked. It may be another flop. Or it may not be, this time, evidence stronger. Family rumors, Maxwell's brother says he has the blueprints safe. It may be ready for open source release. Conversely, it may not be, family disowns the story. Scientific journals refuse publication, citing anomalies. It may be suppression by establishment. But it may not be, just poor methodology. Public polls show 60% believe it's possible. It may be shifting paradigms. Or it may not be, gullibility in the digital age. Leaked emails from Elias, the world isn't ready. It may be too advanced, risking chaos. Alternatively, it may not be, forged to add mystery. Automotive insiders whisper of copycats failing spectacularly. It may be unique to Maxwell's genius. But it may not be, basic flaws dooming replicas. Paranormal angles, some say it's cursed, explosion assigned. It may be tampering with forces beyond us. On the other hand, it may not be, coincidence. Economic rumors, stock market manipulation tied to the reveal. It may be insider trading scandal. Or it may not be, natural volatility. Future predictions, if real, cars like this by 2030. It may be the dawn of free travel. But it may not be, regulations will kill it. Community builds, hobbyists trying DIY versions. It may be grassroots revolution. Conversely, it may not be, dangers leading to bans. Media bias. Outlets downplaying positives. It may be agenda-driven reporting. Or it may not be, factual skepticism. Elias sightings in Europe, working on boats now. It may be expanding to marine tech. But it may not be, mistaken identity. Quantum experts endorse the theory partially. It may be viable with tweaks. Alternatively, it may not be, fundamental limits. Social impact, inspiring kids to study physics. It may be educational gold. Or it may not be, if hoax, erodes trust in science. Final rumor, the car didn't explode, it teleported. It may be interdimensional travel. But it may not be, absurd exaggeration. These rumors keep the story alive, blurring fact and fiction. Whether Maxwell's car drove forever or not, it shocked us into questioning energy's future. What do you think? Share in the comments.